everyone, this is Ferlie Almonte. Welcome to another exciting episode of New Beginnings. Today we're going to talk about how to wake up beautiful. Don't you wish that? How many times do you wake up each morning feeling like you wish your brows were already done? And hopefully they are even when you have it done. And oftentimes we also feel like, you want your eyes to pop or your lips to always be kissable. How could that even happen? But guess what? There are different ways that you can have it done, and there is a permanent solution. Well, in this episode, I am so thrilled to have my special friend and my guest, Mirna Nasir, who is actually a permanent makeup artist, who is also actually an attorney, believe it or not, and who is changing lives and making women feel confident in her amazing way. Welcome to the show, Mirna.
Oh, thank you so much, Ferlie, and thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to be here and to talk about what I love to do. And I'm so excited for this episode and for being here. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. First of all, you are an attorney, right?
A previous one, well.
Why the change of career?
So I graduated law school and I worked as a legal counsel actually for years. And after COVID hit, I figured out that I wanted to switch my career for something that I love to do for the rest of my life, and to leave that influence on people's life, helping them feeling better, giving them that confidence boost that they would need to, be feeling at their best.
Oh my goodness. First of all, I'm a huge believer of permanent makeup. There are so many people out there wondering right now, what is permanent makeup and how is it actually different from tattoo?
Yeah. So permanent makeup enhances our facial features. It is designed to be more delicate and natural looking. It is different from tattoo in many different aspects. Maybe one of them is the pigment that we use for permanent makeup. It is formulated to fade over time, while unlike a regular tattoo, which use deeper and more concentrated ink. One more difference, and it is important, is that with permanent makeup, we apply the pigment on the outer surface of the skin, which makes permanent makeup ideal for more natural and soft enhancements that we would need.
Yeah, you mentioned something about materials used, right? Like, those materials, like the ones that they use for tattooing and also for permanent makeup, how different are they?
Yeah, actually the materials are to be used for permanent makeup are really different from those for tattoo. Let's start with the pigment. While we use pigment for permanent makeup, ink is to be used for tattoo. And the pigments that are used for permanent makeup, they are formulated to be hypoallergenic, of high quality pigments that would gradually and naturally fade over time. And then also we use sterile single-use needles, and we use professional grade equipment. Yeah.
Of course. I know that you actually have a salon, right?
Sure.
Is it actually a salon, a clinic?
It is a salon, it is a studio, where we offer all these kinds of permanent makeup services.
How exciting.
Whether it includes, it is so exciting. I love that.
What lasts longer? Okay, you had mentioned that tattoo lasts forever, but I know from people that I've seen who had tattoo, they tend to look like blue after.
Yeah. So regular tattoos are designed to last for a lifetime, right? While permanent makeup, it is designed to gradually and naturally, as I said, fade over time, given it the option for us to leave that natural and nice looking appearance, and it is to be periodically refreshed.
Oh, I like that word, refreshed.
Yeah, it is to be periodically refreshed. It is meant to be refreshed periodically to, maintain that fresh, soft appearance that we would need on our face.
Actually, I'm very curious. The reason why we connected is because I actually went through cancer treatments, and of course I lost my hair, I lost my eyelashes, I lost my brows. They got very, very sparse, and I didn't feel as beautiful because my eyes did not pop. And so I was looking for a quicker way that I could achieve a more permanent or semi-permanent solution, and that's how we came about. We actually connected through Facebook and have become very good friends since. Now, actually, I would like to show on the screen my photo when I was actually okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Before, you would see on the right side is it's very light actually, and I even had to touch that up with a little like a little filler, but I feel like it does not frame my face as nicely. And on the other side you can see that's now, believe it or not, my eyebrows, my permanent makeup eyebrows actually has been like that for almost 2 years already, and it has not faded. And personally, I've gone through many different other permanent makeup artists. I tried microblading, all the other things, and I was very, very disappointed because what I have achieved with them were only lasted a couple of months. That's it. Whereas this one, almost 2 years. I love the integrity of your artistry, because I can tell that you are committed to delivering excellence. Now,
thank you so much.
Before we look at more photos, people are asking me, is it painful?
Yeah, actually, people ask me this question all the time, and I understand. Like, we use a numbing cream before and during the procedure to minimize the discomfort that the client may feel. But most of my clients would describe the sensation as a mild pressure or as a little scratching, not more than that.
If I have to describe mine, it was just a little uncomfortable. Yes, the scratching, but it's not painful. I would not describe it like that.
Definitely.
And by the way, one of the things that I appreciate very, very much that you did before I had my eyebrows done is that you actually took like a medical history so that you can be aware of my medical condition, or what contraindication may happen, or any allergies, right?
That's true, and that's one of the reasons actually that I always ask my clients to be, if I can say that, for a free consultation session appointment with their permanent makeup artist. Obviously it's me. So during which we go through all these details, whether their medical history or their preference, what would they like to have done, how you'd say dramatic or natural or soft, and we'd go over all these details during.
And they get to pick colors too?
Of course, we map. When it comes to their brows, I map their brows, we choose the color together. It's only when we agree on the same page that we proceed with it.
Oh, that's wonderful to know.
Of course.
And also another thing, obviously I was one of those clients of yours that went through cancer treatments, but who are really your ideal clients?
So anyone who is looking to enhance their natural features is ideal to be a client for permanent makeup. Obviously, people who are have a busy schedule, people who are have difficulty applying makeup, or those who have sparse brows or even sparse lips due to age or over plaquing. permanent makeup is really a good solution for them.
Oh, funny how, like you said about the permanent, over plucking, right? Like
Yeah.
there used to be a time that what was vogue was like the very thin eyebrows, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And now I notice even with my mother, my late mother, God bless her. So it became like a very thin line that like she had to actually draw over
Yeah,
it.
that's how that, time, the beauty trend or something, they used to overpluck their brows and they were good looking for their, time, right?
Yeah.
It's not a trend anymore, and now what's popular is that for us to have this well-defined, fuller looking brows.
And more youthful. Who doesn't want to look
Definitely.
youthful, right? Now, I have a question on that. Like, say, I live in an active adult community. There's a lot of us who are over 55, and we notice that our hair, like eyelashes, the brows, they're thinning. And I think this is a great solution. What would you say to somebody who is watching, who is a senior, who is still on the edge of whether they want to do it or not?
I'd say definitely go do it.
Why not?
You know why? You know why? First of all, there is no doubt that every one of us would like to be at their best, right? And would like to feel that confidence in their look, in how they feel and how they live and how they interact with others. And one of the very important things for us to be at our best is how we look, is how we see ourselves. More importantly, like how do people see us, how we see ourselves. So if anyone would like to see their face at their best without having to worry about, the cost of cosmetic products that I have to go get every day or every, I don't know, periodically. And then I have to worry about applying makeup and maybe not having that even kind of shape between the right and the left side.
Oh, that's very funny how you said that, because one time I actually bought a stencil. So I put it in there, and then by the time I put it on the other side, one was like half an inch higher than the other.
I know.
It
Yeah.
was so uncomfortable
Yeah.
to do it, and it was so frustrating because now you have to erase everything and start over. So it becomes a lot more time consuming. And so, okay, you shared with us who are the ideal candidates for it. Who should not have permanent makeup?
That's an important question. Thank you, Ferlie. So anyone with serious medical conditions, certain medical conditions, I'd say like active skin infections, type A diabetes, or maybe those who are pregnant should avoid permanent makeup. This is why, once again, I always recommend a consultation session with a permanent makeup artist to go over their medical history and those details to ensure that they are good candidates for permanent makeup before proceeding with the
and I remember even I had to wait a good 6 months before I had it done after chemo, because they said like during treatments you're not supposed to have it done. Let's look at more pictures, okay? Well, why don't you tell us about this picture?
Oh, I love this one. So as you can see, this lady has had sparse kind of thinning brows. She wanted some shape in there and some shading, but still with a subtle and natural
now,
looking
is this
brows.
powder brows or?
This is powder brows. You can see the powder effect, it's natural. Now that is immediately after. So if we would to take the picture like a week after, these would look even more natural. They will last her for years.
By the way, we were talking about powder brows because there are different kinds that you will hear people say about the microblading. There's the ombre, and
there are many different techniques.
Yeah, and then you mentioned to me that for mature skin, they said that the powder brows is more ideal to be used. Why?
So there are many different techniques when it comes to permanent makeup. Microblading is one of them. Powder or ombre brows is another one. There are also in the industry nano brows and other techniques. I'd say that each and every one is suitable for skin type, age, and the individual's preference. When it comes to microblading, it is always recommended that microblading be done on a non-mature skin, kind of tight skin, and people of when they're in their 20s, they are ideal candidates for microblading, because microblading is done with a microblade, with a blade, a handheld blade, where we do cuts in the skin. And these cuts, for them to stay for years to come, not to change their color, they need to be on a kind of tight skin. This is why we do not recommend microblading for those who have mature skin. Like, I'm 45, and I've been having, thank you, I've been having my brows done, powder brows, for like 16 years now. And the reason why is that since I have the option to have long-lasting natural results over years to come, why would I go for a technique that would be suitable for another lady?
Right.
It will suit her. So I stick to what suits me, and it's powder brows.
And of course, now you have the bragging rights to say, I woke up beautiful.
Wake up with no makeup.
Right. Anyway, let's look at other photos. There's this, and
you can see the huge transformation for Ferlie,
definitely,
right?
because she barely has a brows on the top there, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually, I like that it's soft. I noticed that the inner part of the brows is a little lighter. Is that still powder?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, Ferlie, that was a very, very emotional moment for that lady. And immediately after we had their brows done, she was like, "Oh my God, I feel myself again."
Aw, see,
Yeah.
I'm just like, look at how it makes her eyes pop even more.
Yeah.
And you know what's really amazing from an image consultant point of view, because the brows actually frames the face. And that is what really is very, very important. Okay, next photo, please. And here's another one.
Here you go. You can see the huge transformation yourself. This kind of addition to her natural features will give her definitely well-defined, natural-looking brows. And the sparse areas that needed to be filled. And again, this is an immediately after picture. They will heal more naturally over time. And again, it's up to me and the client as well to choose the pigment they want to have in their brows and the shape as well. So I give my experience, and my knowledge in there. I give them my opinion, but at the end of the day, I also listen to what my clients need and what their goals are. And we come into a point, I'd say a compromise, where we agree that let's do this and let's do that. And for now, I've had flawless results. I'd say that I'm so proud of.
I'm curious to see more before and after photos.
Sure.
Let's see. We saw that. That's really beautiful. I love how well defined.
We'd love to say, to see something about eyelash enhancement.
Oh, that's actually now what's this?
This is called eyelash enhancement. It is different than eyeliner in that it doesn't have that wing at the end of the eye. You don't see it right there, making it more natural looking, right?
Yeah.
It's like filling in, on top of the waterline, giving that eye a shape for it to pop out. It looks like she has mascara, but she doesn't have mascara in there.
That's nice. That's a lot of savings too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
because sometimes you wake up in the morning and you look like a raccoon, right? Okay, next. Okay.
Same here. Yeah. It is very popular. People are liking it. It
looks like they have eyeliner. Is this mascara or eyeliner?
It is an eyelash enhancement. Yeah. When we add pigment in there, giving it that well-defined shape for the eye, for it to pop out. Yeah. It's an eyeliner without a wing.
Without
for everyday look.
For everyday look, I like that. And then you can always add with a liquid liner the wing, so to speak, to make it more dramatic for an evening effect, right? Next photo, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now you also do tattooing for the lips, not tattooing, permanent makeup for the lips.
Oh, thank you, Ferlie.
Don't you think I should have learned already? Okay.
Yeah, and this is called lip blush. This is when we add tint, color for the lips to give them that fresh look with no injections. It gives more volume to the lips, making them like look bigger.
Talking about Angelina Jolie. Like for those people, Angelina Jolie wannabes, this is perfect. You know, by the way, you know, with this, I actually love, why is it called lip blush?
It's blushing the lips.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
no,
with that tint, that
you know,
color.
let's face it, like, you know, most of us, you know, you put on your lipstick before you head out of the house. By the time you get into your car, before you can even reach your destination, you've already eaten your lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
And it's gone, right? And sometimes you are also attending a special occasion, and of course you have to eat, and of course you have to drink. You want to be able to still maintain that, you know,
look,
freshly
natural,
applied
fresh.
lipstick, right?
Of course.
And that's wonderful that you don't have to ever worry about that. So your lips are always kissable.
The tint is sitting there for years. It lasts like over, I'd say 1 to 3 years, depending on the skin type.
Imagine 1 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Forget about those 24-hour
and hey,
lipsticks.
listen, Ferlie, if you want to change that color, you can apply another color on top of that color, and it will look like you have a new color in there.
You know, I don't
Isn't that
understand
nice?
nowadays. Actually, the big vogue thing with lip color is the nude. Like, why would you want nude? Is it just me? Because I actually like, you know, like more voluminous
Vibrant
vibrant colors and like kissable lips. But
Yeah.
you know, I see them. You know, why would you even apply nude?
I believe it depends on everyone's, you know, preference. Some people, they work at offices all day. They're busy. They have meetings. They like the kind of makeup they would like to have for their everyday busy life. It would be kind of that subtle in, you know, nude colors. And as I said, if a lady has that nude color on her lips and she has a date or she's going out at night, she can still like put lipstick on top of that to add some shine, or she can choose
Yes.
and yeah, up to another color, and it can still be shown.
So you
on
don't
the
look
lips.
like death warmed over. By the way, how do you choose the permanent makeup artist to go to?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. So, yeah, you'd rather go to an experienced and certified permanent makeup artist, and you can look. Actually, you're expected to read reviews about them, to see their before and after portfolio, and yeah, you actually don't hesitate to look into their certifications, ask about their trainings. This is all what matters, you being in a good hand, right?
You did mention to me about your training. When you do, is it for the lips or for the eyes that you were saying that you had to practice on a banana peel?
Oh, yeah.
Like, tell us about that. That's very interesting. That I would never imagine that you would be practicing on a banana peel. What is it about a banana peel that mimics the skin?
Yeah, as I said, permanent makeup artist, like, job is to leave that soft and natural looking, like, enhancement on your face, right? So we're working on the surface of your skin. Imagine working on a banana peel and not having to scratch that banana peel and not going underneath it. So it is that sensitive, it is that delicate, it is that natural, like, looking.
That's a really fun fact that I never knew about permanent makeup. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, from my own personal experience, I actually went to two different kinds of permanent makeup, two different makeup artists before I actually met up with you. And I was really very, very disappointed because, first of all, you can tell that, you know, the amount of time that was devoted in putting on my eyebrow permanent makeup, it's almost, I don't know, I would not say it was not rushed, but I can tell from the way it was done that it was not going to last, because even after I left the place, there wasn't much that I actually saw, as much as there wasn't much of a difference, is what I meant to say, after I came. And also, do not get caught with all of those offerings, like ridiculously low prices, because cheap does not always mean safe or satisfaction guaranteed. So I just can vouch from how you've done my eyebrows that it's really incredibly excellent in terms of technique, your artistry, the quality, and your commitment. I can tell from every stroke that you are really very committed. There was one time this guy, oh my God, like that spot, you just won't stop until you actually got it perfect. Yes, you are a perfectionist, and I love you so much for that.
Oh, thank you.
And also, okay, cost. People don't know how much is this going to cost.
Yeah, Ferlie, this is a long-term investment in your beauty, which gonna last for years. So think about how much you're gonna spend if you're not choosing permanent makeup over regular makeup. Think about how many lipsticks you'd need, how many mascara and eye pencils, and at the end of the day you're always worried about how to apply it, how to do it. I have to do that every morning. I have to go to the restroom, fix my makeup if you're outside or something. But when it comes to permanent makeup, that long investment that you are investing in your beauty, it will give back to you. Worry less, free.
There's a little sad story that I wanted to share, because I had a friend who actually had terminal cancer, but she opted to have permanent makeup, and she even also had permanent eyelash extensions, because whenever she was in the hospital, she just wants to look beautiful, even as she was going through what she was going through. But what I'm saying, people have different reasons for wanting to have a permanent makeup. And as I've said, I like what you said about who is a very busy mother, a busy executive, somebody who does not have the time to worry about the way they look, or when to reapply.
Exactly.
And things like that. And also, I could speak for myself as a senior, it's nice to be able to still capture that youthful look and wake up beautiful.
And here you go, we are here to make your lives easier. But going back to your question about pricing, Ferlie, it varies based upon many different factors. One of them is the service itself, the pigments used, the experience of the permanent makeup artist doing the service. Everything would matter in this regard. But our studio prices vary from $350 per procedure, and it can go up to $500 as needed for the client. And as I said, it's a long-term investment in their beauty.
Yes.
And here you go. We are here to offer them a special offer today.
Oh, okay. We want special deals because of KLVW.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So we at Aura Permanent Beauty are offering 25% off any permanent makeup service. All what they have to do is to mention your show, Ferlie, New Beginnings, to benefit from this special offer.
Oh, that's all. The name of your business is Aura Permanent Beauty.
Yeah,
right?
Aura, A-U-R-A.
Actually, it's right on the screen, Aura Permanent Beauty, and you are in Shrewsbury.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the phone number, and call for an appointment. You said 15-minute
free consultation before each
because not everybody is right for it, or so you can ask as many questions as you want as well. Now, how long is the procedure? Let's talk about eyebrows. How long does it, how much time do we have to allot for you to work?
Yeah. Well, I personally take time to listen to my clients' preferences and know what they would like to have done. But once we start with the procedure, and as I said, we numb before, for 15-20 minutes, and then we map. I draw their brows for them to see the final shape that they're gonna look.
Yeah, it looks like a blueprint. I've seen it. So you can see everything is going to be nice and even, right?
Of course. And then we start the procedure. And all in all, I'd say that the procedure for powder brows, it's going to be like between 1.5, 2 hours. Sometimes it's for 2.5 hours, depending on the skin, type. As for lip blush, it's a little bit longer because I also like to take my time to, saturate the lips with the color that my client would love to have, and make sure she's comfortable all through the procedure. We laugh, we talk, we chat.
Of course, no wine included.
Oh no, even 48 hours before. That's a good point.
Oh, really?
That's a good point.
And why is that?
Because it acts like a blood thinner, which we wouldn't like to have during the procedure, is for the client to bleed. We definitely would like to avoid that. So no alcohol 48 hours before, and no coffee the day before her appointment.
Oh, okay. Talk to us about recovery.
Oh, recovery is usually quick. It usually takes for full recovery, between 1 to 2 weeks for the client to feel at her best. I'd say the first 2 days, there would be a little bit of swelling or redness, but this all will go away, and the color will look a little bit darker, but it will soften as the skin heals. Other than that, we always recommend that the client follows the aftercare instructions during the healing process. That's a key point for best, results. Aftercare instructions are to be followed.
It's very funny because, like, when you're talking about, the aftercare, because when I'm going to talk about my eyebrows, right? Like when I had my eyebrows, oh my God, it looked almost too black, and I said, oh my gosh, I look like Elvira, right? It's just like a couple of days of that because it's fully saturated, and then I'm just going to share my experience, and then I saw it started to flake off, and you said, do not peel. Let it just let it fall off by itself.
Trust the process.
And sometimes we get all too eager, right? So if you're planning on going to a wedding or special occasion, don't do it a week before. Plan way ahead of time so that you can allow time for full healing, and so that it would look a lot more natural.
Exactly.
Right? And now it's like, say for example, can you share with us some success stories and that you have had?
I've had a lot, actually.
Like the most impactful that you say was most life transforming for somebody.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, what came into my mind right now is that lady who had gone through kind of a hard experience, a hard journey fighting cancer, and she came to me with almost no brows in there. And as usual, I took my time to talk to her and listen to what she needs and what suits her, most importantly. And when we chose to go for permanent powder brows for her, we both were like thinking about what's next. Okay, so we're doing this, but how are we gonna go from no brows at all to well-defined new sets of brows? And she was like super excited, but at the same time, having no brows for years. And in like 2-3 hours, having new sets of brows and looking at the mirror saying, oh my God, I'm myself again. That's so touching.
Yeah, definitely. It's really very, very life-changing to most. Whether it be for convenience or what's wrong with vanity? Why not? Don't we all want to look beautiful?
Of course.
And as I've said, because we invest in makeup, skincare, all of those things. But this is just like I find it just so easy, right? To be able to just wake up, not have to worry about your brows, and also feel just somehow you don't even have to put on much makeup. Like you just have, you can rush to the grocery and not have to worry about that. Oh my God, I don't have brows, anything like that, or what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always like that. Now, now you talked about refreshing, how often do we refresh eyebrows?
Yeah, as I said, permanent makeup is designed to gradually fade over time, giving us the opportunity to periodically refresh, retouch. For, as we age, our preferences change, our skin type changes. Everything will look different when it comes to our facial features. It's like, okay, I liked to have brown brows when I was in my 20 or 30s. But now that I'm, let's say, 60, I'd like to change that. I'd like to have kind of ashy browns, right? Or let's say, okay, I used to like pink color on my lips, but now I'd like to go to kind of non-show natural lip color. Permanent makeup will offer that option for us. As it gradually fades over time, we can go and touch these brows or lips or eyelash enhancement or eyeliner, whatever permanent makeup done there. We can retouch it, giving it a fresh look, or to maintain the appearance of that nice looking brows or lips or eyeliner.
Is there a minimum age that you need to work with? Because there might be some, is it about a teenager who wants to have whatever is trending?
I always recommend not having makeup for those who are below 18 or something, but in some cases you would be surprised that it is needed for those maybe below 18 when there are certain circumstances, and we would in that case we would require the presence and the approval of their guardians or parents or someone who's responsible for them.
Now, payment-wise, do they pay? Do you accept credit cards?
Oh yeah, all kinds of payments.
That's wonderful. Do they pay for the services when they have it, when they receive it, or?
Yeah, they only pay for their service only after it's done. So as I said, we offer free consultation session. That's completely free. You will have the option to say, yes, Mirna, I'm gonna do that today, tomorrow, book me an appointment next week, next month, or Mirna, I think I'm not a good candidate for that. That's not me. I thank you for your time, but maybe I would need to think about that, and that is completely understood. I always prefer to work with those who are completely convinced and excited to have permanent makeup done than with anyone who is still thinking about it. I'd rather give them time.
Now, what you said, do you also do eyelash lift?
So at the studio we're expanding. Actually, now I'm the only one operating there, and it's, by the way, a very nice, relaxing and welcoming space everyone likes. We do offer all kinds of permanent makeup. In addition to eyelash lift and tint, which is very popular these days, we lift the lashes, giving them that curly look, and we add a tint in there for them to look darker. It's like you have mascara, but you don't.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. This is not a permanent makeup service. This is a service for your lashes, different from, for those who...
And how long does that last?
It lasts for 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah, without having to worry about wearing mascara,
That's all.
without having to worry about your lashes going down, not having that nice look in there. Yeah, it's very popular these days. And we will be offering manicure, pedicure soon as well. And what I'm excited the most about is facials. We're going to be offering facials soon.
oh my goodness. I am so thrilled that you came in here and shed light on permanent makeup, because a lot of people have heard about it. Some may not have heard about it even.
Yeah.
And so now I hope that this has become very, very educational, because permanent makeup is actually safe. It's easy. It doesn't require a lot of downtime. You don't even have any downtime at all, because it's just like in the beginning, of course, it's not, because as you heal,
Yeah.
you will have some unevenness, but that's part of healing. Just like when you have any surgery,
Yeah.
it doesn't automatically become, practically.
No, it's not magic at the end of the day.
Yes, yes. So like as I've said, so now you can wake up beautiful, having permanent eyebrows, and also lip blush.
Lip blush or lip tint, as
Lip
people
tint,
like to call it.
or also the eyelash enhancement, and also the curling of the eyelashes.
Eyelash
Yes,
lift and tint.
eyelash lift.
Yeah.
I gotta get my terms correct here.
You're
But
good.
anyway,
You're amazing.
if this is something that excites you, and this is something that you realize is actually the solution to a lot of the beauty problems that you may have, because you want to feel confident and also ready to face the world all the time as soon as you wake up, right? Well, please contact on the screen. Again, you're going to see Aura Permanent Makeup,
Or permanent beauty, yeah.
or Permanent Beauty, and that's the address 735 Broad Street in Shrewsbury, and call for an appointment.
That's my phone number, by the way. I'm going to be answering their call.
Oh, she'll be the one. So you get as much as this is personalized service, and as I can personally vouch to you that she is excellent in her makeup artistry, and also her work ethics is unbelievable.
Oh,
you
thank
will be very, very satisfied. I would not bring you here if I didn't feel confident to recommend you to my friends and to our viewers.
That means a lot for me, Ferlie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And also, she's going to give us all 25% off her
don't
fee.
forget the code.
Yeah, and just say
Ferlie New
Ferlie.
Beginnings.
Just say Ferlie or New Beginnings.
Yeah.
And this is your first step to looking even more dazzling, sizzling, and sensational. Whatever age you may be. Over 18, preferably, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so very much for joining us. Mirna, thank you so very much for shedding all this amazing light
Thank you,
and
guys.
tips.
This is amazing what you're doing.
And maybe we can also do like on-field, observation on,
Absolutely.
what you do. Maybe I'll do something for my face.
Absolutely. You're
All
most
right,
welcome.
until next time, thank you so much. This is your host, Ferlie Almonte. Until next time, we're going to bring you other life-changing segments. Take care of yourself. Stay well.